Alright, what's up, guys? Um, just getting off of work here this morning, and I was thinking while I was in there, I haven't posted a video on here in a couple months, and it just came across my mind. I had been talking a little bit recently on how we got started making new customers. How did we afford to build a trailer? Does it take a lot of money to build the trailer? And then how do you get consistent business is really the main topic that I'm going to talk about here in the video. And I watch a ton of people on YouTube, mainly Southeast Soft Wash, Kyle McGuire, Scott Cleans It, Powerful Improvements. All those channels I just listed are really good guys that work a lot, and really, to be honest, helped me develop the idea and way of starting our business. I kind of, it's not just me. I have a business partner. He's not with me right now, but that's what we shaped our trailer off of, was some of these guys we were watching on YouTube. We had seen a couple rigs around town, and it was, at the time, miles better than what we had. We had just 2 3-gallon-a-minute units, your typical 50-foot hose, little snap-on surface cleaner, and we were loading stuff in and out of the back of my truck. And before that, it was just me. I was the one loading stuff in and out. For the last couple summers, I might go do a couple, 3, 4, 5 jobs for the summer. Just stuff to make a little side money. At the time, I had just turned 16 is really when I started doing it. But to answer the question, how do you get business and how do you make consistent work? Well, it really depends on who you ask, is my best answer. Since I'm the one talking about it, I have, and I don't want it to get confused like I stay busy all the time, or like we've made some big progress, or we're making some killer amount of money, because that's not true. However, for last year being our first year as an official business, we did very well for it being our first year. I think we did close to 60 jobs from about beginning of April towards the end of the year. So if you calculate that up, we stayed fairly busy. I worked in a separate real job, trying to get out of that, but you got to do what you got to do. So how did we start a business and get customers? Well, the first thing we did was, like I said, I'd been doing it a couple summers, so I got the idea, let's make it a business. So I kind of started reaching out to some of the people that I had done work for over the last couple years, and some of them needed it again, some of them didn't, and I would just take that money and kind of set it back. And this was all last year, beginning of last year. I would take that money and set it back, save up some of my work money from my actual job, and then, like I said, I have a business partner. We went ahead and started investing some of the money we had been saving in marketing. There's no point in getting a big commercial system like we kind of have now, with no customers. So we had some door hangers made, some flyers, and we spent a pretty good bit of time just driving around, going through from neighborhood to neighborhood, hanging door hangers on doors and on mailboxes, sending flyers out through something called Everyday Direct Mail. You can look that up. It's through the Postal Service. You pretty much pay them to put everything in the mailbox with your daily routes of mail. That did pretty well. The door hangers really, for us personally, kind of got us kick-started. We would go out and hang 300-400 in a day, and we might get 2 calls back. Well, we spent maybe 4 hours, 3 hours hanging, a half a tank of gas in a car, so $30 or $40 plus the miles that we put on the vehicle. not all that bad. It was pretty open territory, so not a lot of stop and go. So the vehicle didn't really take much wear and tear. But then we would get 2 or 3 calls. Well, 2 or 3 calls, when you present yourself the right way and you arrive on time like you say you're going to arrive, like I said, you present yourself well, first impressions, the way you talk is super key. You want to sound informed. Now, you don't want to lie. You want to say what you know and what you don't know. But if you can sound informed, 9 times out of 10, you can land the job. Well, that's what we did. We would land some of these jobs, and we got to the point where we continued hanging. We continued sending stuff out in the mail. And in the meantime, a very important note is every time, thankfully we always did a good job, and we always planned to do a good job. So I would ask people every time, can you hop on Facebook, leave us a review? I had started our Facebook page up, our Instagram page, started getting reviews, before and after pictures, always. That's very important. And so finally, we had probably done 10 or 15 jobs, and we decided maybe let's try a Facebook ad. Some of the guys I watched on YouTube recommended it. Well, we tried a Facebook ad out, nothing. We didn't get any messages, any calls, just a couple little random comments and likes. So we were a little bit disappointed in that, but we had still been getting some calls off of hangars, and so forth. And we were thankful to have a connection with an apartment complex. We knew the lady very well, and we landed that job. Well, at that point, I decided, you know what? If we're going to land this job, I think we go ahead and we invest in a trailer. Let's just build what we've been wanting. We're going to use most of the money we've saved and most of the money we make on this apartment, but we'll have all the stuff on the trailer paid off, and everything from this point on is paying ourselves and the business. Because it depends on who you ask, but if you're asking us, the sole priority of our business is to be, successful and to make progress financially, but the sole priority is really just to kind of give us some side money. I always treat everything with the business related very professional, but at the end of the day, it's really just for side money right now. I would love it if we could grow into something bigger. I would run with that for sure, but as of right now, just a little side money will do me fine. But anyways, we built the trailer, learned a whole lot in the process, and had a lot of before and afters. And I decided let's take one more try at the Facebook ad. We had got a little bit more rolling at that point and posted the Facebook ad, and we got maybe 3 or 4 jobs, tweaked a couple things, targeted some different areas. But if you're paying $300 for a Facebook ad, which is what we had paid at the time, and you get that extra 3-4 people to call you back at $400-$500 a job, I mean, you do the math on that. We did pretty well off that ad, and we were getting more reviews and more reviews. I think we got right now close to 20, and most of those are from last year because we've only done one job this year, and that was a headache in itself. That's one thing, you never get discouraged when you run into customers who are just never happy. They're out there. 9.9 out of 10 times we're going to have somebody happy. The way we talk, the way we act, the effort that we put in, and we're never going to leave somebody shorthanded. But that 0.1% of time, no matter what we do to go above and beyond, they're not happy. They're really, at the end of the day, just trying to get stuff done for free and take advantage of you being nice. And there's going to be people out there like that, so you have to be, willing to say yes and to say no. You got to know where the limits are, what the boundaries are. We made a website in the process of all that, messaged everyone I had done work for, asked them to leave a review on there. Even people that you do a great job for and they're very happy, they just forget to leave reviews. So it's a little frustrating, but don't be discouraged by it because it's just part of the game. But like I said, we did have some people hop on there and leave us reviews, and it went above and beyond for Facebook results. Pretty much, people trusted us a little bit more now with that many reviews. Website came together really nice. Everything I ever post, I throw our website link in the bottom of the description. Just trying to get our name out there. I mean, this year I think we plan on trying yard signs. I heard a lot of great things about yard signs. Sadly, we didn't try those last year. It was just kind of too late in the game for what we had at the time. We already had some marketing going, and it was doing all right. But this year I plan on doing that. So I hope the video helped. That's pretty much the progress we made. And I think that if you kind of follow, at the end of the day, you need to work, you need to save some money, watch around, ask around, and then once you just start working, take it from there. I mean, how to get business is to work. And after you work, word of mouth will help you a whole lot after a certain point when you've done enough work for certain people. Take before and after pictures, create a social media account, stay active on it. Even if you're not posting stuff about your work, don't just get on there and talk about how good dinner was, but anything will keep people's minds on it. So hopefully this video helped. I'm really just kind of cutting up. I enjoy making the videos, so our first one didn't do too bad, but y'all have a good day.